Hello, and welcome back. So you survived your first week. It is now time for us to start week 2. I've heard good things from all of you guys. One thing I do want to make sure you know, I don't care who's in my room. I don't care if they give you permission. I do not want to hear about you guys having your phones out in my classroom. Keep them away. The reason for that, people get sticky fingers when they know that you have one. Keep them away. All right, now that's done. Let's start week 2 off with lesson 1-2. From here on out, you guys are going to be able to access your textbook online in my room. Okay, so you'll be able to use the computers following the directions that I leave for how you get logged in. Okay, if you're doing partner work, one computer per set of partners. If you're working individually, then you each need one. All right? All the computers, I know there's Post-its up at the top. All the computers will work just fine for you. Use the one that you're given. It will be fine. When I get back, you will be assigned a particular computer that you use every time. All right? You will also be able to use that book online at home. If you need a printed out copy of the problems because you don't have internet access and you can't get it on your phone at home, not in my room, at home, then you need to let Miss Belize or Mr. Russell or send me an email so that I know to make you copies. All right? Okay, let's talk about lesson 1-2. Lesson 1-2 is on words and expressions. So we're talking about how you convert mathematical phrases that, like we say right now, into numbers and symbols. Some of that is going to be real easy. Others of it is going to be a little bit trickier. Okay? So, if we're looking and we have the phrase, the sum of 9 and 12. The sum of 9 and 12. Well, we know that 9 is the number 9. Okay. We know that 12 is the number 12. So then the question is, what does the word sum mean? Okay. At the front of the room, there's a poster and it said says word clues. You can use those to help you. Sum means to add. So if I ask for the sum of 9 and 12, then we are going to add 9 plus 12. In addition and in multiplication, yes, I know that realistically the order does not matter. And we'll go over that more this year. But when we're doing a lesson strictly on words and phrases, the order matters. So if it says the sum of 9 and 12, 9 goes first. I'm going to be picky about it now. When we're computing things later, does it matter? No. But when the lesson is on words and phrases, I want those in the order that they are given. Got it? Okay. 9 plus 12. Do we have to solve? No, we do not have to solve because the problem doesn't want us to solve it. I know you guys know what 9 plus 12 is. We're worrying more about, can you take what's written in words and put it into mathematical terms? Okay? So that was example 1. The other thing that we need to be able to do is we need to be able to work with order of operations. Now, in elementary school, they call that PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. The problem with that, though, is that some of us think that we have to multiply before we divide, and we have to add before we subtract. But that's not true. With multiplication and division, it's whatever comes first in our problem. They're on the same level, okay? With multiplication and division, it's the same way. So it doesn't matter whether it says to multiply or divide first. You do it together. Capiche? Capiche. So let's look at an example. If you had your book in front of you, we're going to do example 2. We're going to do part D because D is super fun. That problem says that we are going to take 5 times the quantity, 11 minus the quantity, 7 plus 5, close that quantity, divided by 4. And we close that quantity with brackets. Brackets and parentheses both are grouping symbols. So, the first thing that we have to do when we see this problem is solve what's in the brackets. 11 minus the quantity, or parentheses, 7 plus 5, close that parentheses, and take that divided by 4. The first thing that we're going to do, we cannot simplify all of the bracket because there are parentheses within. So we're going to solve within those parentheses first. 7 plus 5 is 12. So we're going to write down and show our work. 5 times the quantity with brackets, 11 minus 12, divided by 4, and close our brackets. The next thing that we need to do, we still cannot simplify everything in those brackets. We have multiple operations left. We add and we subtract before we multiply and divide. No, we don't. Good catch. We multiply and divide before we add or subtract, okay? I'm glad you caught me. Good job. So we're going to take, that's a negative 12 divided by 4. If there's only one negative, we keep the negative. If there are 2, we make it positive. So because there's only one negative here, negative 12 divided by 4 leaves us with 3. 5 times the quantity, 11 minus 3, and we close our brackets. Okay? Now we can simplify those brackets. 11 minus 3 is 8. So we have 5 times our bracket, that quantity of 8. We close our bracket. Now 5 times 8 is 40. So when we solve this, yes, it takes more than one line of paper. I don't care if you can do it in your head. Show me the work. I want to see what you did at each step. I want to see the result of each step. Get in the habit of it. When we start solving for variables in a couple weeks, if you're not showing me your work, you're not getting your credit. Get in that habit now. Okay? This problem, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 operations. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of work below my problem. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write the order of operations up on the board so that it's here for you on Monday. My recommendation, write it down. Put it somewhere where you will remember it. Put it somewhere where you can look back at it. Are you going to have it for a quiz or a test? No. I'm evil and mean and you can just get used to it. But write it down so that you have it to study from. Okay? You have work to do today. Follow your order of operations. Use your poster that's up on the front board and make sure that you write out everything in the order that it's given. Okay? If you have questions, remember, email them to me. Some of you guys have already done that. Kudos to you. Keep it up. I have no problem answering your emails. Somebody actually took a picture of their work and sent it to me. You're more than welcome to do that and have me check it. Don't have me do that for your whole assignment. I'm not going to grade it twice. But if you have a question about a particular problem, feel free, shoot me that email. All right, guys, have a fantastic Monday. And I will see you via video tomorrow.